Joker, why you so hard?
Get to the money, I run up the bands, I count up 100, I do it no hands. It ain't about nothing if you with a man, just shoot the message of you and your man. I don't regret it, I do it again. I'm spinning your block and I'm spinning the band. Spinning and spinning and spinning again. I'm hitting at you and I hit at your friends. I be vibing, I don't stress shit. I can't even lie, I be outside, my niggas reckless. I was with my OG the first time I got arrested. Getting to the money, first thing I scratch off my checklist. And I keep a shooter down the stretch shit. Know this nigga crazy, catch a body over breakfast. Know he bout his business, barely talk, he barely text shit. Something like a water pop, the way my nigga wear shit. Pull up on my block, we got the best shit. Throw my boy to play, I guarantee my nigga catch shit. I know they don't work out, but somehow they steady flexing. Set my shooter straight to get at you and I'ma bless him. Get to the money, I run up the bands, I count up 100, I do it no hands. It ain't about nothing if you with a man, just shoot the message of you and your man. I don't regret it, I do it again. I'm spinning your block and I'm spinning the band. Spinning and spinning and spinning again.
Yeah.
I'm hitting at you and I hit at your friends.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. I'm a cold motherfucker. Come around me, it get chilly. I got hella problems, probably why I act a menace. Boy, I'm only getting started while you niggas barely finish. Pause. Niggas swear they ballin', so I always keep my guard up. I got love inside my heart, but this hate they hard. But man, I'm getting to this money like this shit no problem. Roll another one, ain't stressing, live my life unbothered. Women lie, men lie, but I'm still paid. Dirty money got a nigga feeling filthy. The way she spinning on my dick, it got me dizzy. Shit, pour another one, I gotta
Get to the money, I run up the bands, I count up 100, I do it no hands. It ain't about nothing if you with a man, just shoot the message of you and your man. I don't regret it, I do it again. I'm spinning your block and I'm spinning the band. Spinning and spinning and spinning again. I'm hitting at you and I hit at your friends.
The cameraman leave? How that makes sense?
Yeah.
Kyrie wins again.
They always throwing me off as some shit. My time is always requested. I wrote this shit before I booked flight. Mimosas while waiting on breakfast. She got an image she trying to protect. I love me a bitch with discretion. Fuck it, I close me another one. Then I got cash invested. I view a door as opportunity. They looking up for an exit. She bought us drink. She trying to get fucked. I really do miss Houston, Texas. I'm so smooth. I glide on beats. Trailblazing my flow, Clyde Drexler. Before I wake up to brush my teeth, I gotta make sure that I mesh first. Just got hit on Thursday evening from this finance realtor. She want a foundation with me, she good at her job, she know she got dick first. I don't be giving no playtime with me, all of my hoes got a red shirt. Took a little man purse with me to Baltimore just to throw money on dancers. I'm in ATL, yeah, feel like ATM. Broke the Richter scale, drop groundbreaking hits. She got ass on her, okay, I tell her shake that shit. She want jazz on her, okay, I'm like a designer gift.
Wake up and get to the bag every time I get up, that's some shit that I do again. I cannot fuck with no bitch that don't come with no friend, I need me at least two of them. Fuck a designer, you know I'm a ruin them. If she want time and you know that I form it. I don't remind her, she know what she doing here. I just might sign it cause she an influencer. Shorty like diamonds, she like gold. How did we find her? Nobody knows. All of that pussy and ass she throw, can't catch that shit, probably catch a cold. I'm a pimp, I can show you how to break a hoe. All this money I done made, boy, I can't go broke. I ain't never been played, I can't take no joke. Know these niggas wanna hang, but it ain't no rope. Hey, fuck it up, I'd rather pour me another cup. This what we do when we coming up. Fuck we gon' do when the summer's up. All we can do is just run it up. All we can do is just get to the bags and ends. I can't give a fuck about friends. Niggas be beefing, I can't make amends. These niggas be beefing, they do it for trans.
I'm in ATL, yeah, feel like ATM. Broke the Richter scale, drop groundbreaking hits. She got ass on her, okay, I tell her shake that shit. She want jazz on her, okay, I'm like a designer gift.
Yeah. We bad. It don't matter how long it is. Still on top, nigga. Yeah. Shit get rocky round my way. Shit get rocky round my way. But it's whatever cause we pay. And it's whatever cause we getting money over here. We getting money over here. Man, got my only fit. Man, got my only fit. Niggas be testing me every single day. Fuck them, whatever, just stay out the way. Niggas, they ain't got the courage to do what I do, though they cowards, they looking away. Bitch, I'm a boss, so I'm calling the plays.
Yes, sir. SAT family, what is good?
I know y'all ain't used to it looking like this, feeling like this. It's a little different than usual. You know what I'm saying? This is SAT West Palm Beach. Man. Round of applause. Round of applause. Yet another spot location where we did the podcast. We joined with some very, very special people. You guys know the main people right here, you know. You see the setting. You are special. You are special.
Yeah,
you know,
special enough.
I'm glad you claim that. I'm glad you claim that.
Cino's special. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan with Dak Prescott.
You know, but here we are with Kivy. You know what I'm saying? Obviously me, y'all got to leave. Kino Rude Boy. We got T Evans in the building in the cut as well, man. How are y'all feeling on this beautiful Saturday?
Feeling good, man. We got a great weekend ahead of us. You know what I mean? We had a nice dinner last night with the gang, you know, at Gallagher. Shout out to Kivia and everybody that pulled up, man.
Excluding me.
Well, I mean, nobody told you to fly in at 11.
Yeah, but he got picked up in a McLaren, so don't listen to him.
All right, so
It did make up for it.
I was just on FaceTime. I just Cino, what are you doing? I'm like, what did this become GTA 5? Like,
yeah, and we were driving the speed limit.
Negative.
The quote unquote speed limit.
Bro,
Well, my
negative.
had the whole airport looking at me like, who is this guy? Like, I don't know. That's how we popping out.
Someone's important.
Hey,
everybody looked at me when you pulled up.
That's the beauty of it.
And you know this, man.
So we do got a special interview. About to get right to it. Before we do that, gentlemen, do you guys want to get a shot in?
Yeah.
What do we drink? What are we drinking? By the way, I know I tend to ask this every week because that's the thing. But like, what are we drinking?
There's some bourbon shit that's in my cup.
Yeah. So Mama Kiv.
Shout out Mama Kiv.
Hooked it up for my boys over here. You know, because I'm just allergic to alcohol. I just break out in handcuffs. Mama Kiv hooked it up with a little of that special tequila. It's even got like a like you can't pour too much into it or else you'll die or some shit like that. And then that's great. He couldn't figure it out. And then we got Booker's. You know, little cube, little bourbon.
Hey,
shout out to Booker.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
And now it's time to bring in Hall of Famer, University of Miami. Go Canes. Former Yankee. World champion. Let me say that again. Shots and Takes is interviewing a world champion. Can we get a round of applause? We bring to our set, man, Jay Tessmer. Let's get it.
What's up, guys? Hey,
baby. You don't throw people around here, but just because you're on the show today, we don't throw people.
How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling today?
Good, man. It's got a great weekend. I got, last night we got to celebrate my daughter who just graduated from architectural design school.
Congratulations.
Awesome. I got to golf this morning. I'm joining you guys, and then tomorrow I get to golf at Trump National. So it couldn't be a better weekend. I'm super excited. So
that boy in his golf.
I appreciate you guys having me. I got my Guinness, so cheers.
All right, there we go. That was my next question.
Okay, all right.
Cheers. All right, so what? Jay Tessmer, the origin story first, man. Where are you from?
So I grew up a super small town up in north of Pittsburgh. It's called Cochranton. It's kind of in the middle between Pittsburgh and Erie. Just a small little kind of farm town, country living. Just simple life. And then go figure, I end up in Miami and New York. So it was a major culture shock for me.
That boy went from small city to big city. So
does that make you a people Steelers fan by birth?
Die hard. Like when you're born in that area, you go home in a terrible towel. So you have no choice.
So do you guys still use the word yins?
Oh yeah, it's yins and pop. There's no soda; it's all pop.
What's yins up to? That's it.
The Yinzers. That's it. That's Pittsburgh for you.
And then you guys still put the chairs in the road so nobody can take your parking spot?
That or like cones, whatever you got to do to keep your spot.
Pittsburgh is built like that, and it's also a hockey town too. So
yeah,
I guess speaking of like the town and the sports and stuff, I guess so what was you playing growing up, sports wise?
So I played, back in the day, like everything, you played all the sports. So you'd go from basketball season to baseball. My dad was a huge like bowler. So I literally grew up on a bowling alley. So I'd be bowling like 5 nights a week. So we just did all kinds of sports. I think now, like the way it is with travel ball and everything, the kids are just like so specialized in one sport. I think you don't develop as much as an athlete when you're just doing one sport all the time. So I did everything I could. I was bowling, golf, baseball, basketball. I tried football. I literally broke my friggin' fingers like the first time out, and I was like, "Forget this crap. I'm much better at baseball." So I was out of football. So that's the only sport I didn't really play.
I feel it, man. So at what age did you get into playing baseball?
Just the normal like little league stuff. I played 5 years old, just out there little league. I played all through high school. In the summers we didn't have travel ball, so I'd play like American Legion baseball.
Yep.
And then after high school, I'm sure we'll get to it. Like I didn't play for like 3 years after high school. So I'd literally go home and I would just play like in a men's league. So I was like 19-year-old playing against like 40 and 50-year-old guys. Like it was crazy. Like, just playing on like the worst like dirt field you could ever imagine. It was just. But you were playing baseball, so that's all I cared.
Now, in our pre-meet, crazy. Like you was humble. You was very humble. Were you a 3-time all-conference like high school pitcher?
Yeah, in high school I was always like all county, all that kind of stuff. I was a good player, but the problem back in the day, like it's such a small town, there was no social media. There wasn't, all this exposure that the kids have now. So when you grow up in those small towns, like you can get lost and overlooked like really, really easy. I had no offers. I was just a complete unknown. It was just the way things turned out is just sometimes I look back and it's like I can't even believe it happened.
So I might be jumping the gun, but I wanted to ask. So I know you said you played a bunch of sports when you were growing up. What led you to lean towards the baseball? And I just heard you say you kind of took off some time. So how did you lean towards baseball? Were you guided into that, or did you just say, "Nah, this is what I want to do. I like this more than anything else"?
Yeah, I think it was just my strength. Basketball I could shoot, but that's about it. I didn't want to play football, so baseball was always just my thing. I really couldn't hit that well, and I couldn't run, so my only option was to pitch. Like it was either that or nothing. So.
Okay.
I was so bad. Like my parents literally made fun of me, like when I was running. So I was like, I just had to pitch. That was it.
And you was aware of that. You was aware that you were bad, or you just saying that in hindsight?
No, I had eyes. I didn't pass the
So some people be delusional. Be like, no, I'm
listen. When I pitched in college, I went to go bat, and my coach goes, "No, dude, you're not. You can't. No."
Right. Yeah. I wasn't delusional at all. Man.
Nope.
Even with the pitching in high school, like I saw somewhere you're a sidearm pitcher, right?
Yeah. So it's crazy how I learned to throw like that. So like I lived way out in the country. Like we had like one neighbor like within a half a mile. And to like go to town to like play with my friends, that was like a 30, 35, 40-minute drive. I just had like a barn and like a little like garage. And they were kind of low, so to throw the ball and be able to catch it, I had to throw the ball kind of sidearm to get that right angle. And then when I just started playing baseball, I threw from that same arm slot, and it just worked.
Now we're talking submarine sidearm or just straight sidearm like John Tudor?
No, like if this is 3/4, I was like the opposite 3/4, so I was a little bit below the side. Yeah,
about here. Okay.
But it just created a lot of natural movement. I had like a really good sinker, and like that deception coming from the side, it gave me a little advantage.
Yeah. And you're a lefty or righty?
I was right-hander.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
My son's a left-hander. See, my prayers were answered. So we'll see how he does.
I'm a lefty too. It got me into college. It got me onto the team. So I get it, man.
So how do you go about finding your like pitching style? Like, so I'm just now kind of getting into the world of baseball. So I guess like when I'm just hearing you talk about like, I guess the natural whatever it gave to you, like how do you develop that? How do you find that?
Yeah, I think it's something over time you kind of just you develop. Everyone tries to teach you the mechanics, but when you watch like professional baseball, nobody throws exactly the same way. You kind of just got to figure out what works for you, where you're comfortable, kind of learn your body and like get a feel for how your body moves and works. And for me, that was my slot. Like if I tried to throw the ball overhand, I would look like a kid like who never played baseball before. Like it just doesn't look right. So that was just me. That was my slot, and I mean it worked. So I stuck with it.
So what were you throwing? You were throwing a two-seamer, obviously, your sinker
Yeah.
ball. How hard were you throwing it?
So I didn't throw hard. Like man, when I got to the big leagues, I was probably like mid 80s.
Okay.
But I was sinking the ball. I could probably sink the ball like 6 to 12 inches. So my goal was to like get a ground ball within 3 pitches. I didn't want to get deep in counts. I just was like literally like here, hit it.
And what was that mentality like coming in as a reliever, as opposed to a starter? Where did you feel that you were strongest at, you personally, before your coach put you there?
Yeah, so in Miami, my first year I was a setup guy for Danny Graves, who he ended up pitching, in big leagues for the Reds and a few teams. And then when he left, I became the closer.
Okay.
And I did really well. And when I got into the Yankees system, I was a closer the whole way through the minor leagues. So for me, I just loved that mentality of coming in at the end. And, I had to get 3 guys out. It sounds easy, but that last inning is tough. But for me, it was just about just being aggressive and throwing the ball over the plate and, letting them hit it. I wasn't trying to strike people out. I just wanted to put the ball in play. Baseball, some days like three ground balls for base hits, the next day, three ground balls at the shortstop. So, but if you didn't throw strikes and let them put the ball in play, then you never even had a chance. So for me, it was just being a tough mentality. It was going in there and just battling like that last inning. So
I guess from high school, because you did mention, I guess it was years before you kind of played again. I guess what was that journey outside of high school? Terrific career, and what was your opportunity on the collegiate level?
Yeah, so my first year after high school, I went to school at West Virginia at WVU for a year. I walked on there. I got cut. I liked it, but I kind of wanted to get out of the North. So I just told my parents I wanted to transfer to Miami, just kind of random. I tried to walk on there, got cut, went back the next year, got cut. So my third try at Miami, we had a coaching change. Jim Morris, he came from Georgia Tech to Miami. And the pitching coach there, his name was Laser Collazo. And he really liked me, but I wasn't throwing hard. If I was throwing like 80, I was probably lucky. But he went to Coach Morris and told him I was throwing like 92. Like he literally lied to get me a tryout.
I threw 88 miles an hour. I was still told it wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, no, he completely lied to the coach, but it got me in an inter squad with a team, and nobody could hit me, and I just made the team. It's the craziest thing ever,
Now, I do have a question, right? Because I know you've been through a lot of adversity, especially getting cut. Right? Like, so what made you keep going and keep wanting to play at that point?
Yeah, and I just loved, man. I loved baseball, and the biggest thing for me was like being part of a team, like that camaraderie with your boys, and you're out there competing. And honestly, like some of my best friends today, like are still the guys I played with in college. Like we're still in touch, whatever it's been. I don't even know, 30-some years at least now. And we're still like in a text group, and we go to football games together. We support each other's kids. A lot of our kids are playing in college now. So really that's what it was about. Just, playing a sport and just being part of the team.
Can I ask you another question? One of the things I had troubles with is if I was having a bad inning, dude, I wasn't getting out of it. How did you and that's what you need at the professional level, is you need to be able to erase and start over. How did you do that? How did you drop a bad game? Like, you go and you get mopped up in the 9th inning, and then you come back the next day and you do exactly what you're supposed to do. How did you do that?
Yeah, it's a mental battle. Like, honestly, like there were guys like way more talented than me, but I think mentally I was able to handle failure. And as you guys know in baseball, like failure is just it's an everyday thing. Like, unless you're just some freak like Mariano Rivera, like he seems like he never lost, but is handling the failure, is being able to come out the next day and just, okay, that's over with and just move on to the next day. I think I was really good at that. You know, I think my heart rate, I don't know, it probably never fluctuated. I was always just the same guy no matter what was happening.
That's, I mean, that's a lot of what it takes. And a lot of people do not have that. You have that. And, you know,
That's incredible.
that it's real. People are like that. I was just not me.
Even the mental fortitude to like from getting cut and still like just going back and not for nothing, but other than just the pure love of the game.
100%.
That's in itself. That's in itself is inspiring.
Because a lot of people probably just would have been like, you know what, fuck it, I'll keep getting cut.
Yeah.
You know,
So
it is what it is. But
baseball was your sport. Who did you want to be when you were growing up? What pitcher were you like, dude? That's my dude.
So obviously Pirates were my favorite team then. Like the guys I looked up to, like Barry Bonds was a Pirate, like just a great player. The Pirates had a closer. His name was Kent Tekulve.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys remember him.
I do.
You know, we threw very similar. So I kind of like modeled myself after him. It was really cool. Like when I got to AAA, I actually got to meet him one day, and he came out on the mound with me and kind of like showed me some little techniques and things that he did. So it was kind of cool, you know, to get to meet your little like hometown hero all those years later. So, but you know, I'm still a Pirates fan, man. They just every year I root for them, but they just can't get there, you know.
Well, I guess speaking. Well, I got a quick question. Just how are the Nationals looking this year? Let me ask you that.
Who's that?
The Nationals, the Washington Nationals.
Washington. I've only watched them a couple play. Like I love their leadoff hitter Woods. That guy is like a superstar, man. He, you know, left-handed hitter hitting 30-some home runs. But I haven't really seen the Nationals play.
Okay.
Right? Is that your team?
Because that's where I'm from.
By default.
Yeah, by default.
Okay.
By default.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
go Nats.
could be Orioles.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a lot of Orioles games growing up. I did. So
Yeah, they got a lot of good players.
Names.
they had Kyle Ripken. They had Kyle Ripken when I was a kid, I believe.
Who? Junior? Cal Ripken Jr.?
Yeah, Kyle Ripken Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, he took me deep in Baltimore.
Oh yeah. So how did you come? Like, how did you not get like? God, I got taken deep an awful lot.
Yeah.
But how did you get over that next pitch? I can never figure out.
I mean, you know, okay, so the only time I really like a guy stepped in batter's box and I was like, holy shit, like I faced Cal Ripken Jr. and I faced like Ken Griffey Jr. a lot. You know, Junior hit a home run off me too in Yankee Stadium, which was crazy because that home run, I think it like surpassed like Joe DiMaggio or something. So
That's wild.
I'm the guy that gave up a home run in Yankee Stadium that passed Joe DiMaggio. Like, come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But you know what? Those guys are Hall of Famers. So it's just like they took a lot of guys' feet. So what am I gonna do?
So I guess I got it. Well, you know, we was talking about the collegiate level. What was the story, I guess, to like getting scouted for the MLB, for the pros, for the big leagues? You know,
Before we get there, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Because this guy was a Hall of Famer, right? And,
Right.
and in the pre-interview meeting, he did not mention this, right? He was very,
Yeah, you know, I
Very humble.
I read somewhere 32.2 consecutive scoreless innings.
Yeah, so I started my college career out. I didn't give up a run for like the first 2 months. And then I think I gave up my first run to like University of Tampa or something. They weren't even like a D1 school, but you know, UT is a great baseball school. But you know, I gave up my first run. I think it was like 32 or 33 innings into the season. So
yeah,
that's a pretty good way to start your college career. Yeah.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, bro, 32.2 consecutive innings.
Yeah.
At that young of an age, you look at the guys who did. Don Drysdale did it for the Dodgers. He did 52 and a third, and then Oral Hershiser in '88, when the Dodgers won the World Series, did 52 and 2/3.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like even the way baseball is, like anything can happen in any. A couple bloopers, like a walk, like you know. But to go that many innings without giving up a run was just
insane.
It was crazy.
Were you counting them as they were kind of adding up, or you weren't even
I don't think
aware of it?
I mean, honestly, I was so happy to be on the team and have an opportunity to play. I don't even think I knew what the hell I was doing out there. I was just going out and just like every day was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, and I just kept kept getting people out.
Like that's incredible.
Baseball is that game that is so people don't understand it now. They call it boring, but it's such a beautiful sport. It's such a beautiful sport because it's our pastime. I still believe that it is, and B, it's the pauses of the game and then having to go 0 to 100 miles an hour
real quick.
Yeah.
And then it's 90% of the game is mental.
Yeah, I would believe it. I mean, especially being a pitcher, that's probably one of the most like
the best
mental positions in baseball.
Yo, do you still have dreams about? I know I do. I used to throw a ball pretty hard for myself, so I always have dreams about ripping a fastball off of the two-seamer and hearing the whiz come out of the hand. And I miss that. I miss that feel, and I had dreams about it. What about you?
I do have dreams sometimes. Like I'll wake up and it's usually like in the locker room, like getting ready, and I feel like I'm like late to the field, so it's like panic. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh damn, like it wasn't real, like, you know.
Wow. Do you remember the first time somebody hit a home run on you? And how, how did that feel for you? Like,
I do. Like it's crazy. Like I can go back and like think of like pitch sequences I threw to guys all those years ago. It just kind of gets ingrained in your head. Like I would go home at night and I would literally just like lay down and close my eyes and just go repeat the inning like over in my head, like over and over and over, and kind of like put it to memory because I knew if I faced those guys again, I would need that information. You know, how to get them out or what they did against me. So. I guess now they have that all analytics.
All analytics now. You can look at your iPhone and I'm throwing this guy high and tight.
And that explains.
Yeah, but back in the day, I guess my brain was the analytics broke.
Yeah, that explains how you overcome getting cut because your brain don't work like I failed. It works like I gotta learn.
It's information.
Yeah, and I'm picking that up on you just by talking to you and listening to you talk. Like, you know, because for me, I might have played baseball like in school just for recess or PE or something like that.
He was trash.
Nah, probably was. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So for something like that, like to get hit with somebody hit a home run on you or somebody dunk on you, even playing basketball, that kind of sit with you. But for you, it was just like, well, how do I make sure if I face this dude again, that don't happen again? I like that.
You know, I think that I was good, but there were a lot more talented guys. So I had to find whatever advantage I could get. So if I could restore that information and use it like later, I think that's something I was just really, really good at.
So how does Jay Tessmer go from UM to draft? Like, how was the draft process for you?
So typically what happens is, especially in Miami, like a high profile college, a lot of teams will have area scouts and they just come and watch us. Like every home game we have, like the same scouts will be there. And the Yankee scout, his name is Rudy Santine. He was always there, like a big dude, like you couldn't miss him. Like, and they stand right behind home plate. So I'm like on the mound, like looking at the catcher, and I can see him behind home plate. And I think he just really liked me. He told me, hey, if I get the chance, I'm going to draft you. And he held his word. I got picked in the 19th round. And I guess the claim to fame is the pick right after me was Mike Lowell for the Yankees, who ended up being a World Series MVP for, the Red Sox. He won a World Series with the Marlins. So just a really good dude, too. Like, he was my roommate our first year in short A season A-ball. But, so Rudy Santine, he's the guy that got me with the Yankees.
Shout out, Rudy.
Yeah, right. Shout out, Rudy. And then also, too, just like after the draft process, right? Like, what was it like just getting up to the major leagues, right? Because I know you said you played in the minor leagues for a couple years.
Yeah.
Working your way up.
Yeah, so as soon as you get drafted, they send us the short season. So I went and played in Oneonta, New York. It was like not much going on there for sure, but it was my first experience playing professional baseball. My manager was Rob Thompson, who just was the manager for the Phillies for a number of years.
Yeah.
Then I was a little bit older, so I started the next year out in High A, which was the first year the Yankees had the George Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. And I had a great season. I won the MVP of that league as a closer, which is crazy. I think I had 12 wins and like 35 saves. And then the next year I went to AA, and that was really my first test. I got beat up my first year in AA. The hitters, just the level went up, and I really had to learn how to pitch at that point. So I spent the whole season there. The next year I came back, I started in AA, but I learned a change up, and that was really the pitch that changed my career. So that year I went AA, AAA, and finished the year in the big leagues because of that pitch. Yeah.
Now, speaking of the changeup, did you drop down and throw a circle change like that, or is it just a straight 3-finger change?
So I don't have a ball, but you typically throw your fastball with your middle 2 fingers. All I did was I threw with my middle 2 fingers and put these fingers on the side of the ball.
Were you holding it on the 2 seam?
That's it right there. Yep.
And then you would just pronate out to the outside.
That's crazy.
And then I just throw it like a fastball. But it would take like 8 to 10 miles an hour off it with the same movement.
Yep.
And that's really the pitch that made the difference. Yeah.
And even with that type of pitch, right, it looks like a fastball coming out.
Yeah, because
it drops down, right?
So what's happening is when you're releasing a fastball from like this is your fastball, it's your 2-seamer, you're releasing it, all you're looking at is the spin. What a circle or what a straight change does along those fingers, as you're dropping your hands down, or he's releasing from this side, it still looks like it's coming from the spin, but these 2 fingers are causing drag on the ball. Right. So physics is going to make the drag not only dip more, but the vertical is going to go more and the horizontal is going to go more. And then the guys it looks just like a fastball.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me from that sidearm delivery when you're holding him like this, you can't see if the guy's pronating. You can't see if he's pronating, but as you would from 3/4 or over the top.
Right.
So that's why.
Wow.
That's why sidearmers have there was a guy, Sid Fernandez. He had that thing. Jesse Orozco. John Tudor. These guys, you didn't know what pitch they were throwing because it was just 87 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, down to 78, 76 it looked like a screwball.
That shit's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So to take us out of the technical side, because I don't know what. So going from, I guess we would call it. I guess not called literally, but from college to professional, from getting cut to being a professional, what was that transition for you like? What did that feel like? And this can go for anybody in any profession, so they can feel or understand what it feels like to go from A to B. What did that feel like to be like, damn, I just was getting cut and I'm actually doing this? Like, did your mind set shift? Did you feel like you had to overperform? Did you feel like because you knew you weren't the top guy, that you had to pick up somewhere else? Like, what was that like for you?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is I had to learn to believe that I belonged there. Like, it wasn't a fluke. Like, when I got there, I didn't want to feel like, man, I'm just lucky to be here. I had to literally like teach myself, okay, you belong here with these guys.
Yeah, you maybe want to get to work right now.
You're making me sound
wow.
Right, you can compete here, and every time you jump the level, you kind of it was that same mentality as like, okay, like you belong here. You worked hard to get here, especially when you get the big leagues. Like, I don't want to say it's easy to get to the big leagues, but it's harder to like stay in the big leagues. So a lot of guys get their chance. Even for me, I kind of bounced up and down for 4 years. I don't think I really ever got the chance to establish myself as a Jeff Nelson, a Mike Stanton. Like, I was on a team with just a ton of like Hall of Famers and like all-stars. Like, it was very hard to earn a spot there. But I always felt like when I got there, I felt like I belonged there. So that was the mindset frame, was to just believe that, it's not a fluke and like you put in the work to get there.
That's awesome. Yeah. And being on that Yankees team, right? You mentioned like you played with a lot of greats, right? What, I guess, teammate inspired you the most, or like was there a particular one of those guys that kind of took you under his wing and kind of, showed you the ropes of the MLB and how shit worked?
And also, what teammate did you have the most fun with?
All right, so we'll start out with like the most teammate I admired was Derek Jeter. Like the way he handled his business, like he is very methodical. Like he just the same routine like every day. And there's a lot of pressure that comes with like being the captain of the Yankees, and George Steinbrenner was alive, so the expectation was that, winning was the only option. Like losing just wasn't accepted. Mariano Rivera, like being in the bullpen with a guy like that, just to
I know
just to watch him like do his work and like how like just calm, cool, collected he was. Like it's just
how did he throw that? I mean, he threw he just threw it right down the two seam. But how did he even flick his wrist, or was it just a natural thing?
No, so he threw the cutter like a fastball, but he would use like finger pressure, like with his like middle finger.
Okay.
Just a little more pressure, but threw it just like his fastball. But a pitch like that, like to throw it as well as he did, like it's like next level. It's like unreal. Like every hitter knew it was coming, they just couldn't hit it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I guess the teammates I say the fun teammates were like David Wells and David Cohn, like just like crazy, like always messing around, like joking guys, like especially Wells. Like that guy was like he was a great teammate, but man, he was out there. He was funny and crazy.
Wells would come didn't Wells pitch a perfect game after coming completely hung over big time?
Yeah, I'm sure, man.
Yeah, come on,
No, man. There was a whole it was talked about already. Everybody knows about it. David Wells even mentioned it. He was hung over and went out and pitched one of the best games of his life.
I mean, look how LT used to play, George. You know what I mean? So,
oh my god.
Doc Ellis on the game in acid in the 1970s and pitched a perfect game.
So with that being said, is there any teammate that it was like a little friendly competition with, as far as like, all right, now I gotta outperform this guy today or this game, or I see what he did, I gotta be able to do that and do it better or something like that?
No, I was trying to survive, man. I was just trying to like, man. When I got an inning, man, I was just trying to go out there and just get 3 outs. Like it was kind of like, for me, it was just like, okay, I got to pitch good. You always felt like if you didn't have a good day, like you might not get another chance. So it was really just, kind of competing against myself, just trying to do well. That's it.
Now before we get to the World Series and all that other shit, right? Like, I personally want to know, right? What was that very first professional pitch like, bro? Like, what was on your mind? What were you feeling? All that.
So, man, that was a great night. So it's a pretty good story. So I got called up, and it was going to be a day-night doubleheader. So whether I got activated that day depended on how the first game of the day went. So I had to sit and watch the first game. We were playing the Anaheim Angels. So I was up in the general manager's box, like watching the game. So say the starting pitcher, if he threw a complete game, I probably would not have gotten activated and may have got sent back down, but never actually get into play. But, I guess secretly I was kind of rooting, for not to go so good. But I ended up getting activated, and I came into the second game in extra innings, and I ended up getting a win in my first appearance. I got to face I struck out Darren Erstad. Randy Velarde flew out to right field, and then Phil Nevin. He was the first guy I faced, and I struck him out too. So
you got a strikeout the first time.
That night is like ingrained in my brain. I still have the ball from that night. They were able to get it from the game. Nice. Yeah, it was just just a memory that I get to keep for myself. Yeah,
that's amazing. Oh my god, amazing.
And I tell you, there's nothing like Yankee Stadium. Like that place it's special. It was sad to see the old Yankee Stadium go, but you step out in the field and you're like, Mickey Mantle and Joe DiMaggio and like Yogi Berra, like the greats. So like we're on the same grass, and it's like literally like chills, like just tingle through your body. Like it's something I'll never forget. I'll take it to my last day with me. Yeah.
That's gotta be incredible. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right. Championship time, man. Because you already know we want to know about that World Series, man.
Well, I want to know. You know what I want to know about, because So I'm an Eagles fan, and unlike these guys, I've seen my team win Super Bowls.
Well, I'm a Broncos fan, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, like in 4K, I'm saying, right? So, anyways, before I was really interrupted by Super Bowl team fans, whatever. It's always like you get a feeling like when I was watching in those regular seasons, we did go to the Super Bowl. Like, this is a little different. This team is a little different.
Right.
Like during the season, throughout the course of that season, did you ever have a feeling like, okay, we might have the perfect crew to really get this done and execute? Did you ever feel that way?
Well, I think with like those teams, like they were teams that were built. They were all-star players, like from top to bottom. So really, like I think the mentality was like if we didn't win the World Series, like it'd be a complete failure. Like the expectation was that you were going to win it all. Like there was no, we're happy we made the World Series. Like, you got Jeter and Clemens and Tino Martinez and Bernie, like up and down the lineup. Like I think that team almost hit like 300 average as a team. And in '98, the record was.
I forget how good that team used to be.
Yeah,
the
team.
God.
Well, you're
Roger
talking
Clemens.
You're talking 99, 2000, right?
In '98, the team record with the playoffs was 125 and 50.
Yeah.
It was
That's crazy.
playoffs.
Yeah.
They had David.
I got
Cohn.
y'all questions on IG. No, my fault. I just want to let them know that I got their questions. They got some questions for you, Jay, in the chat, but we'll get to it.
Roger Clemens. I mean, freaking GOAT. David Cohn. What? These guys were insane talent.
Yeah.
And Bernie Williams, Tino Martinez. That guy had one of the prettiest left-handed swings, and he hit out of the ball. Like
Paul O'Neill was right field.
Oh my God.
He ain't even cursed.
Bernie Williams, dude. Bernie. I heard Bernie is one of the best teammates. Is that true?
Bernie's like kind of a super quiet, like chill guy. Like he'll be in the clubhouse, just kind of like playing his guitar in the corner. Great teammate. Like actually, the whole team, like everybody was great. Like there was never like that one guy is like, oh man, like nobody likes that guy. But it was just a really, really good team on the field and off the field. It felt, yeah.
What was because now I'm ignorant to this. What did the series go to? Was it like when did y'all win and how many games?
So in '98, that was a 125 and 50 season. Then 2000.
125 and 50.
That's a record.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous.
100 84. But the best now. I mean, the best. You're in first place with 106 to 113 wins. You're the best team in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, that's
125.
Yeah, that's
125. Yeah.
That's Dan. That team was so good.
Yeah, what's crazy, like we clinched that year in Baltimore, and we weren't finishing the year well. I think we lost like 8 out of 10 games. We clinched the division in Baltimore with a loss, and like nobody even popped the champagne bottle. It was like we're not celebrating this. Like this isn't the expectation. So there was no celebration. It was just like straight to the playoffs. There was no champagne, no plastic, no goggles, nothing.
Yeah,
it was it was business.
Why do they do that so much in like baseball? I notice every time they win a playoff series, like they do the champagne and the celebration.
Yeah, it's just.
Is it just because the season is so long and that's an accomplishment to like?
But you think about it, what the NASCAR they do, the milk and
That's not a little different though.
and then the IndyCar, or not the IndyCar, F1 they do champagne.
What do they do with milk?
It's like they drink a whole thing of milk when you win a race, and I forget which one it is, like an Indy 500 or NASCAR 500, one of those.
Yeah,
you drink a thing of milk.
Out of my sports league.
So, but that's just been a tradition for the longest time. When you win the World Series, that champagne's going everywhere.
Well, yeah, when you win the World Series, yeah, but I think.
But even when you win,
any playoff series.
Yeah, dude. So right here. So this is one of my pieces of memorabilia.
We'll give you a tour of it actually too. A little after we kind of wrap up the.
This is okay. So I grew up. My whole family's from Brooklyn, and so therefore we're still Dodgers fans by.
Yep.
So I grew up wanting to be two people: Jackie Robinson and Sandy Koufax.
Yep.
So
Michael Jackson.
Well, and so what I did is I found a real good piece that I could get for just to show the love. Is a Rachel Robinson in 1990 released 13 checks that her and her husband Jackie wrote out, and she did that for a fundraising event. And I have one of those checks that was written out to a florist, signed Jack Robinson at the bottom, with Rachel Robinson actually wrote out the check.
That's cool.
That's probably it's like, that just involves, for me as a Dodgers fan, Ebbets Field, the color barrier breaking what he did and how he handled his life all the way through. I mean, he changed America as we know it. He was the guy who changed America, in my humble opinion. And the first guy to steal home plate, and then he got the Dodgers to the promised land in '55. So and that happened in Ebbets Field, which is, I still feel, although I never got a chance to see it, I feel it as a,
That's a great story, man. Like, so much, like, sports does so much. Like, it just, so much good comes out of it. It's like, that's just another great example, for sure.
We have a comment. His name is Young Gutter. Who are Jay's World Series favorites right now?
Good question. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Dodgers, man. They loaded up, man. Now they got Scooble, and they got that breed. They know how to win, Especially last year. Like, how many times were they dead in the World Series and they kept coming back?
I heard that was one of the greatest ever.
I mean, I think the Yankees, if they can get healthy, they've always got a chance.
Yankees?
Oh, I would be at every single game.
I always feel like it's the Yankees, though. It's like
That's Aaron Judge has got that at Mike Stanton, John Carlos Stanton.
And this kid Lombard just came up too. I don't know if you guys seen him play, but man, he's smooth. Whew.
Yeah, he's good.
Jay,
very good.
And they have that Schlittler pitcher.
You brought up the dog. I actually do have another ignorant question, just as somebody who's just now kind of learning baseball. Like, I literally just found out like what the numbers mean was like 2-3 or whatever. It's like, okay, 2 balls, 3 strikes. Right.
Like
I literally just learned that this week, right? So what makes Shohei Ohtani so great? Could you break that down for me as to like why is he just revered as just this? I mean, maybe one of the best athletes right now in all of the sports in the world.
Yeah, Jay.
To be a two-way player and be able to like pitch and throw friggin' 98, 100 miles an hour, and then turn around and go hit 50 home runs. It's just that type of athlete. I don't think anybody's ever seen in baseball. I guess maybe Babe Ruth could be the closest comparison, but that's a whole different area of baseball.
Right.
Like he's a unicorn.
Yeah, he's 100% unicorn. Ruth did it short, but he pitched when he was with the Red Sox, and then he went hitting. He did not do both at the same time, but Ruth could pitch. Ruth was a dominant pitcher. And he was in the era of Christy Mathewson, like guys who can really bring it, and they would throw every single day, like 2 times a week at 130 pitches.
So that kind of answers my question because, I was going to say, obviously Shohei Ohtani isn't the first person to be a pitcher and a hitter, right? Just the only one that's had as much success as he's had.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So you have to use so much of your body as a pitcher. And especially when you're throwing that kind of velocity, and his slide piece and his slurve, you know how much torque that puts on your elbow with his size?
That's why he didn't hit
and then your legs. Okay, so I one time used so much force I blew off the toenails, my front toenails, both of them in a game. And I was playing against Bentley, and they were D2, I was D3, and I had to push. You know what I mean? So at that time, my shit was on fire. The zip and the long toss. You're gonna have a game. I threw the balls with so much torque that both of my toenails they were off when I took my cleats off. So my point is, when you do that, usually when I did that and I went to bat after when I was in high school, because that's what you did, I was tired, man. I was not hitting the ball. This guy, he's putting all that torque, and then he's hitting a ball 430 feet off a 102 mile an hour fastball like it's nothing.
Are we gonna be upset in 10 years if we find out he's been using steroids?
No. Would you tell me you wouldn't take it if we got $150 million on it?
Oh,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, bro.
Shit. So back on top.
Yeah, I'd be a little devastated. I would be. But he's not doing the juice.
When it comes to your career overall, is there anything that you feel like you could have accomplished or that you wanted to accomplish that you didn't? Did you miss out on, or did you do everything that you was looking forward to do during your career?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was very proud of it. I got to make it to the major leagues and play in the Yankees. Obviously, I wish I had been able to establish myself as a guy. I could have pitched 10 years in the big leagues. Maybe if I was with a different organization, maybe with, maybe like a smaller market team where maybe there weren't some. Maybe there weren't so many superstars on a team, and maybe I could have had more chance to pitch more and learn more and get more experience. So not that it's a regret, because I'm super proud of being part of the Yankees, and they were always really good to me. But maybe if I had the chance somewhere else, I could have had a longer career. Mm-hmm. So not that I would do anything different, but I guess maybe that's just something I think about sometimes. But. I'm super happy. I'm proud of what I did, and I feel blessed to even had the chance to even do it.
I'm proud of it. I know how much that takes.
Yeah. To make it on a
high A ball, bro, and then to go to double A. I know it. I mean, dude, I know what that takes.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do we have any more?
It's funny. Well, do you guys remember Lenny Harris?
Yeah, he was Cincinnati Reds, played with the Dodgers. Yeah. Sure, yeah.
I got to play golf with him this week, and he had the type of career that everybody wished they had. 17 years, and win the World Series and the playoffs, but to hear the stories that he'd tell, that's really what makes it cool. Is the life experiences, the stories of all those years, the experiences, that's really I think the most valuable part that comes out of a career like that, for sure.
And don't sleep on Lenny Harris. And Lenny Harris was a hitter. He was a hitter.
Great player, man. I think he's the all-time pinch hit leader.
Yeah, I think he beat Manny Mota.
Yeah,
he beat up Manny Mota.
So for me, as a non-retired sports player, right? I have a question for you. Why does everybody that kind of just leaves their sport, what leads them to golf?
That's a great question. That is actually a great question. That is actually a great question.
Jay, you go ahead.
Okay,
bro. Go ahead.
So here it is. You can't. I could never play baseball at that level because my body just can't do it anymore. But golf is a sport you can play whether you're 10 or you're 80.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. It's just that competitive nature. I want to be as good at golf as I was at baseball. And I always have this debate, is baseball harder or is golf harder? They're both equally hard, but the damn ball's not moving. Why can't I hit it straight?
But I do notice that everybody that leaves whatever sport they go to golf, they end up at golf.
Because
it's fun. That's all.
There's nothing like getting out on the course with the homies for 4 hours. I'm sure my boy been drinking some beers already.
Yep.
Out there on the
course. The most golf I've played is at Top Golf, right?
There you go.
So look, you as a pitcher, right? You got to use your whole body. So me, I feel like I tore something trying to hit the gap.
And you might have.
Is that not relatable? Is it not that much strenuous on your body?
Oh no, there's been some swings where I'm oh God, I just hurt my back or my shoulder popped out. Yeah.
Baseball is that sport. I stopped playing 4 years ago because I just couldn't do what I used to do. I couldn't do. I mean, I played the wood bat leagues down in Florida. They're great because you play all year round. You have guys that are still throwing mid-90s, but after I couldn't get the ball over 80 miles an hour anymore, I was done. Baseball is that one sport that you just age out of. Your bat speed slows down. You can't hit. You cannot catch up with a fastball.
And then you feel like golf is the next best thing.
Golf is just
like hitting that.
I still play hockey.
I think it's harder to hit a 90-mile-per-hour baseball versus hitting a stationary golf ball, right? All you have to do is perfect the golf swing, right? Well, not even perfected, but just learn how to make contact.
But
with the
I
ball.
feel like, and then you correct me if I'm wrong. As a pitcher, again, like I said, because we talking about hitting versus pitching. Mm-hmm. So when you're pitching, you're torquing your body. My bad. And the same thing when it comes to hitting the golf ball.
Yeah.
You got to torque your body. You know what I'm saying? So is there not a fall off? You don't feel like there's a fall off?
You're using different muscles. So with pitching, it is fuck all. You're just going and your legs, everything. You got to have good core strength. When you're golfing, it's just easy swing. You don't have to hit the ball hard. You just got to hit it right.
But it's all about the mechanics of the swing too, like how your hips turn, how you keep your shoulders aligned, how you keep your head centered with the ball. Like
100%.
It's mechanics to hitting the golf ball.
And there's quite nothing like being out on a golf course in a nice breezy day and in the winter in Florida. There's no other place you'd rather be. Swear to God.
Yeah.
And your take on it, you got the takes from the class and takes guys, bro.
What's funny is I could go pitch in front of 60,000 that goes nothing. But if there's like 3 guys watching me tee off, I'm like, I'm gonna shank this.
All right.
That's great. That's funny.
We do got a rapid fire. We got maybe like 2 more questions. One is one from the audience. We have a question. What strikeout do you still think about today in your MLB career?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Say that again.
What strikeout do you still think about today in your MLB career?
I'm sorry, I'm not catching.
Who was your favorite strikeout?
Okay. So,
I struck this dude out high pressure.
Yeah.
Moment.
So I think the best hitter that I struck out the most was Edgar Martinez. He had I think he won a couple batting titles.
Yeah.
But I think I faced him. I probably struck him out 2 or 3 times. So I think that's probably my favorite guy to strike out when you can get like a guy who won a batting title and strike him out.
And he could easily hit the ball over the fence too.
And then there's guys like you just can't get out. Like this Ray Durham, he played for the White Sox. Like, God, man, like I would get 2 strikes on him every time, and then he'd get a base hit to left field. I'm like, man, like you don't ever hit it at somebody,
Did you ever get to pitch against Wade Boggs or Tony Gwynn or any Willie what was his name? Willie McGee?
No, none of those guys. I pitched against a lot of like A-Rod. I faced him. Ken Griffey Jr.
Because A-Rod, his swing was unreal.
It's funny. Like I can remember the pitches. Like I threw him a sinker in, and I kind of jammed a little bit, and he popped up the right field. Like, But you kind of have to. You kind of have to like control your thoughts because like you don't want to see a guy step to the plate and you're like admiring him, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm facing A-Rod. Like he's trying to he's like trying to take money out of my pocket, so I gotta get this guy out.
and I'm glad you said that because earlier I asked you about friendly competition within your team. Now, is there like when it comes to like football, you might have a wide receiver that has some competition with a cornerback, like I'm gonna strap you down today. Like I can't wait to get to you. Is there any batter that you had that was like, when I see him, it's up?
Yeah, I always wanted to like just get out whoever's in front of me,
Whoever, it wasn't
but when guys like step up, like when Ken Griffey Jr. steps in the box, you're like, okay, this is different, And I probably faced him like 4 or 5 times, and I think he only got 1 hit off me, but it was a little change up.
That's lit.
It was a little change up away that he kind of just got up in the air and went like short porch and right field in Yankee Stadium. That's an out in any other field. That's what I'm telling myself,
Yeah, that's fair. That you're right. You're right, by the way. That is an out.
Yeah. But just cool, man, facing guys like that, Mo Vaughn, big guys.
Mo Vaughn. Whoa. He hit a ball in Shea Stadium that was just, I don't know, it must have been 500 feet. It was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Off the top of that ugly-ass scoreboard out there, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. So Frank Thomas, I got to pitch against Frank Thomas, like, guys like that. It's fun.
Okay, so listening to that, it doesn't sound like it was too much like one-on-one. It's just like whoever's out there, I'm trying to get them out of there. So,
That's it. It was just try to get 3 outs. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. So it was never really nobody that came across that was like over. For example, in the rap community, so for me, Jazz, even though this is my boy, he's like an over shit talker, right? So it's like anytime we get on a song together, it's like there you go, right? So it's anytime I'm going, because of that, I'm going to have to go in and go hard.
He left the studio this morning with not a verse laid down.
It's okay. So when it comes to like batters, it was nobody like that for you. Where it's just like, man, all these other dudes see you so highly. I'm about to get you out of here. I gotta get you out of here.
Okay. So there are probably some guys like when you're coming up through the minor leagues, like you kind of face like the same guys a lot.
Yeah.
So when they get to the big leagues and you're in the big leagues, like you have a history with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So you've played against them before. Maybe some things have happened in games, where okay, now we're like on the big show.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get you out here. Like it's guys like the Twins, like Doug Minkiewicz, Torrey Hunter. Like those guys I played against coming up all the way through the minor leagues, like AJ Przinsky, guys like that. So I think if those are the guys you want to get out, like the guys you have a history with, you kind of want to. That's not where that rivalry comes in.
Okay,
that's cool, man. Dude, Torrey Hunter and AJ Przinsky, Jesus.
Well, I personally have about one last question. I'm sure they might have some more. And then we got rapid fire. But so you said your son plays baseball right now. How's that? How's that going? You said on the phone that he might even be better than you. So how are you feeling about it today with your son?
Yeah, so we just took him to college last weekend. He's going to a junior college in Arkansas.
Okay.
And he's a left-handed pitcher. Like talent-wise, I think he's way beyond what I was at his age. But again, it comes down to the work ethic, the mental aspect, the work you got to put in to continue to advance. I can teach him and tell him what it's like, but at the end of the day, like he's got to do the work. But he's got the tools. He's a great pitcher, so I'm excited to see where he can take it.
And is he throwing 3/4 or overhand?
So he's a left-handed. He's probably got like a low 3/4 angle. I didn't try to teach him the way I threw, but like we said before, that's just kind of his natural arm slot. And he's got like a really a lot of good movement, a little funky delivery, but lefties they're just not right to start with.
Yes, that's
true. Question, because speaking of your son, I'm saying a lot of when we're talking sports and when we're talking legacy and pressure, we always look at, like, for example, a Bronny James, right? We always look at the kid as is the pressure on the kid. But now that I'm able to talk to you, your kid is following your footsteps. It might be a lot of pressure on him, sure. Is there any pressure on you to have him follow your footsteps?
No. Like I wasn't that guy. I wasn't the dad that kind of you got to do this because I was good at it. I was just the guy that wanted to support my kid. If he wanted to play, I was going to be there for him every day. But I told him, like, if you don't want to play, it's not going to hurt my feelings. You're not going to break my heart. Like, I just want you to follow your path, and whatever that is, I'll be there to support it. So there was no pressure. Really, I just wanted him to love it and just play for himself. Really, that's what it came down to.
Getting back to that lefty thing, we're crazy, dude. You are 100% right.
Yeah.
We are nuts. I used to think that I was Fernando Valenzuela. So in my college, I would never look at home plate because I grew up emulating Fernando. May he rest in peace. But he would just look up in the air, and then he would look down to the last second and throw. I just followed that. I didn't know any better. That. I saw Fernando. He had the screwball, and
that seems ridiculous.
And it does seem ridiculous, right?
But everybody, when my coaches were like, "You have to look at the plate, John," I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it, bro. And I was just like, "No." Like I was saying, he's like, "Look at the plate." I'm like we are lefties. We are built different, man.
Yes, we are.
We're definitely built different, no question.
Yep.
I lefty hockey goalie right here too.
and I'm gonna ask another question. Sorry. So to piggyback on the pressure question, right? So no pressure on you. Does your kid feel the pressure? And then if so, how does that affect you when it comes to just like y'all conversation? Is like calming him down, or just like, man, don't worry about that. The outside noise, how does that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think I don't think he ever felt pressure to like do what I do. I think our biggest challenge was like our mentalities were very different. I was kind of like pretty calm. He's got like he's more emotional, and he kind of feeds off things in the game. Like if the other team's like razzing him pretty good, like that elevates his game. Like he steps up to that challenge. I would have been like, I don't even hear you guys, but he's like, I love it. Like bring it on, So I had to kind of teach him how to manage like his emotions, how to, handle an inning. Like when it's not good, I tried to teach him all the intangibles that you need, like the mental, how to handle yourself in games and after games and failure and success. Like, I mean, honestly, handling success you got to learn how to do that too.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, it's not all about failure. You got to learn how to win and handle yourself in those situations also.
I like that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so my final question is kind of like a closing question. So does anybody else have?
I got after the questions, we got rapid fire. Jay, you still down for rapid fire?
Yeah, whatever.
After that, rapid fire, baby.
So my final question in closing, right? You've been through a lot of adversity in your career, cut a couple times, been on World Series teams, made it through. For people who are watching this, dealing with that adversity, right? Like, what is your advice to them on keeping going and not giving up?
Yeah, I think it's just, if it's important to you, I think you need to do whatever you can to try to achieve your goal, or, have a dream, have a goal, and chase it. I think if you don't have something, a direction or something to work for and fight for, I think that's when people kind of get lost a little bit, and maybe lose their enthusiasm for life or whatever they want to do. To even transfer it over to my career after baseball. Like I think whatever I wanted to do, I always wanted to try to be the best at whatever I did, and just I just like to work and try to achieve and like be the best at anything. So I think that's the big thing, is just find something you're passionate about and just freaking try to do it. That's it,
Yeah. One fucking hoodie. I'm sorry, you motivated me.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. That's it, dude. You couldn't say that.
That's it.
I love that from you, because what I got from that, and I'm pretty sure the audience probably gets from that, is like when it comes listening to you talk, it's very inspiring, because it sounds like you was gonna do this regardless if you made it all the way, regardless of where you went. This is what you like.
This was going to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is what you wanted to do.
Fire.
And it didn't matter if you won 100 games or lost 100 games. You just loved the game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's very good to hear. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully people that's listening aspire, whatever they're trying to do, continue to do what they're trying to do because of that. You know what I'm saying? I know you said you wanted to be the best, but it didn't matter if you were the best or not. Based off of me listening to you, you were going to do it regardless.
I just think
this is what you was going to do.
If I could put everything into it, and at the end of the day, like, if things didn't work out, I still knew that I did what I could.
I was still a baseball player at the end of the day. Right there, I'm winning. I'm doing what I wanted to do. I love that. I love that.
Part of it was me was I didn't get the surgeries that I needed to get because I didn't want to stay in college for another year, and I'm 5'10", and I still wonder what if. I never want. He did it. He did the what if. You did the what if. So anybody who's out there right now, if you are watching and someone says you need the surgery, get the freaking surgery. I wish I did it sometimes. I'm good now, but man.
Yeah, no what ifs. That's it.
That's fire. I love that, man. I love that. I love the fact that you went through and you did what you wanted to do. You did it at the level that you dreamed of, or probably couldn't dream of. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You did it at the level, and you have. It sounds like you have no regrets.
No, honestly, it surpassed every dream I ever had. Like, there's times now, like I look back and I'm like, I don't even know, was that even real? Like,
Dude, bro, oh my God.
I didn't think about that, bro. Like,
Yo,
do you
world
find
champion.
that shit like real? Like, I accomplished
It don't
this
sound
in
like
life
a
for
Yankee,
real.
New York Yankees.
One of the most prestigious like baseball organizations winning World Series, like that. I would never imagine that when
I pitched against A-Rod, Ken Griffey Jr.,
Jazz Aubrey.
And you can say that with just humbleness, like you know what I'm saying. It's not a flex on your end because it's just like something that you did.
That is
fire.
That's
really
the dream of every kid. The baseball is their sport, is to do what this man has done. I mean,
accomplished a lot, very humble.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? Like I said, didn't even mention the fact that he was a UN Hall of Famer when we were doing the pre-interview meeting. So
I'm excited.
We definitely really appreciate this moment, this interview, you sharing your story, coming on here with us, man, and being part of the Shop Six family, man.
I got rapid fire.
I know, but I'm just saying.
No, thank you.
Thank you, bro. Like,
Jay, seriously, thank you for sharing your strength and your experience.
And come on again. I guess around playoff time or something.
I'll do it anytime, man. I had a great time. It's fun to talking to you guys. So whenever you guys want to do this, just let me know. Yeah.
But with that being said, grab another Guinness.
It's time. Cups up.
Cups
up.
Cheers.
All right, back. The bourbon, I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna fuck with the bourbon again.
All right, back.
I like
the bourbon personally.
Bro, you could literally shade, drink
And
that bourbon,
the
and you
Q's
really
was
got
right.
I told you.
He was right.
Listen, I was an alcoholic. I'm in recovery, but man, I knew how to drink that stuff.
I knew that.
But yeah,
All
one
right.
thing I knew how to do was
All right,
drink.
let's get the rapper.
Cups full.
Make
Let's
it
get
rapper.
it.
Folks. Make it rapper.
Craziest fan base you experienced in college?
Craziest what?
Fan base.
Fan experience?
Fan base.
The craziest fan base that you ever experienced in college.
Okay. Well, I think we played at Clemson. That was a crazy series. We were a bunch of Miami boys in Clemson, so that was it was heated. And they had great players, man. They had a lot of guys who played in the big leagues. Then I got to play in the College World Series twice. So I tell you, Miami was
for Team USA, right?
Yeah, Team USA. I got to play in '94. But Miami was the most hated team in Omaha. Like, I think a lot of it came from the football team. Like, how we always won. Everybody hated Miami. So all that wrath came down on us as the baseball team. But there was some crazy college experiences for sure, especially in the World Series. Yeah.
Championship ring or max contract?
Ooh. Well, I'll probably take the max contract now. The rings are pretty, but the money, pays the bills.
I feel it. Okay, I'm gonna try that next. Will the Steelers make the playoffs this year?
Ooh, good question.
No.
Okay. I think they will. We're in a good division, I think, to make the playoffs. We got Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he's going to make it through the whole season, but Aller and Howard,
I was going to say, rookie
still throw a football.
Really good.
Aaron Rodgers is still. I'm sorry, he is still him though.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers has still got a quickest release cannon.
He does.
He's probably the best gifted thrower
of all time.
The problem is with Aaron Rodgers is he knows he's still him.
Yeah.
So him being on the field, you can tell.
You're right.
It's just aura, bro.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, and I'm a huge John Elway fan, but Aaron Rodgers has Dan Marino's release with better than John Elway's arm.
Yeah. So if you got an offensive line that can protect him, he'll tear you up still.
Big time.
I agree.
Yeah.
ACC or SEC baseball, which is tougher?
I think SEC baseball probably right now is better. I was an independent, so we didn't have a conference when I played at Miami. So we just
Oh shit.
We didn't have conferences. We just played everybody. We were like today's Notre Dame. They don't have a conference.
That was.
Wait, did you ever play independent ball like Long Island Ducks?
No. So my last season was 2002, and I knew at that point I was ready to move on. So I didn't try to do the independent league, anything like that.
All right.
Do you eat your steak Pittsburgh rare?
Ooh, medium rare. That's kind of my flavor.
We went to a steakhouse yesterday, and it was hilarious.
There was some undercooked. There was some very.
It was not undercooked.
It was very undercooked.
No, it's not undercooked. It's how you're supposed to eat steak.
It was straight.
These guys having steak well done, like murdering.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't do a good steak well done.
And they were all, I want to eat a hockey puck. That's I like my steak like a hockey puck. No.
Yeah.
Bro.
Can the Dodgers repeat?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, they're the team to beat, no doubt. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And you know this, man.
Would you rather take 3 shots of whiskey or down a 6-pack of beers?
How long?
I'll probably do the whiskey. Yeah. I'll do the whiskey.
It matters.
Yeah.
What's it? 3 shots of whiskey?
Let's call it.
It's got to be 30 minutes.
Let's call it 30. I was going to say 35.
Because an hour you could easily.
I was going to say let's call it 35 minutes. Let's call it
3 shots of whiskey in 30 minutes?
That's easy.
Bro,
It's easy. That's why I don't think time matters. I just think what would you rather do? Like 3 shots of whiskey or down a 6-pack of beers? It's not even for y'all. The fuck?
Well, he's drinking the Guinness right now.
Down a 6-pack.
I'll do the shots. Yeah.
Oh! We all got to do it. You guys all got to do it. We all got to do it.
I wasn't expecting that. I know.
Hey, I mean, why drink 6 beers, right? When you could just take 3 shots of whiskey.
I don't like
That's
shots.
how I feel.
That's why I
like
don't
shots.
drink anymore.
I don't like shots.
But you have to go down a beer.
Yeah, you smell like you drink.
Did you ever dislike an umpire?
Dip? Oh, dislike. No. I got some good umpire stories, but I don't think I've ever hated anybody. Okay, it's a good baseball story. I was in AAA, and I forget who was hitting, but apparently the hitter got into like an argument with the umpire previously in the season, and the umpire remembered it. And there was 2 outs in the 9th inning, and the umpire told our catcher, "Hey, go out and talk to him." He goes, "Sit up a foot off the plate, and if you hit the glove, I'll call every one of them a strike." I literally threw 3 pitches that far off the plate, and he like rung them up. So, like, the moral of the story is don't piss the umpire off because they will remember it.
Before you go rapid fire, so I don't forget this question. So, sports betting is a big thing. Right?
Yep.
Big thing in there. There's a whole lot of controversy. With that being said, was there any sports betting controversy when you were playing where it's like people are trying to get you over, or not you necessarily, but somebody? You gotta say no name.
Yeah, like,
no. You don't say
no. Bro, no, don't answer that.
No.
We don't talk.
Because you don't have to say no names.
No, we're not talking about that.
No. I mean,
let's think shit.
I want to know.
It's easy. Like sports betting, it wasn't a mainstream thing. Like now. Now it's advertised. It's like everywhere. It's like it's
was a thing. So was it like
he's answering the question, but not answering the question by saying that there probably was, but there.
But he don't, bro. Let's move on, man.
Just moving on in a second.
I just was curious.
Favorite stadium you played in ever?
Other than
my favorite 2 stadiums were Yankee Stadium and Fenway.
Fenway, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, Fenway is awesome.
So was the wall your friend or your enemy?
Well, so I think it was always a pitcher's enemy just because it was short, So, a ball that could be a normal fly ball hits off the wall and it's a double in Fenway.
Yeah,
you got to learn how to pitch in certain stadiums too. Like you got to pitch to the dimensions sometimes. So, like in Yankee Stadium, the short right field, like you didn't want to pitch left-handers in, like you didn't want guys to pull the ball. But Fenway was awesome. Like the atmosphere, of course, the rivalry. They hated you in the stadium, but when you went out at night, like everybody was super cool. Like they wanted to meet you and talk to you. So, Boston and New York, like that's pure baseball right there.
Yeah, I took one of my friends to her first Red Sox game the other day, and she had an experience. And
That's like shit.
What?
Wait, what? You live an interesting life, kid.
So she got to see Fenway for the first time, and I'm like, these are the best fans in baseball. And why I say that is because these guys in Boston, they show up way before the game and they leave way after the game, and they're singing "Sweet Caroline" and they're singing "Dirty Water." Like about it's just it's.
I like Philly fans. They sing "Dreams and Nightmares."
Fenway.
How do you feel about Philly fans?
Fenway.
Oh, I never played in Philly, but I guess the reputation is that it's a rough town to play in. I got a lot of friends who are Philly fans.
It is. It definitely is. When they win. When they win.
Yeah.
If they don't,
woo.
It's like New York.
No, it's like Gotham City. Dog. Worse. Is it bad having a birthday after Christmas?
Yeah, it's not fun. It's like you get ripped off. Yeah.
That's one of those deep questions where it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, here's your birthday present at Christmas. It's not a special day.
Was it emotional delivering your Hall of Fame speech?
I was super nervous doing that.
Couldn't tell.
I was very nervous. It was just like to get actually like asked to be part of the Hall of Fame and then give a speech in front of so many like legends. I was super nervous. So it was emotional because sometimes I view my career in Miami just as like even it meant almost more just because I got a chance, and that's kind of where I got the start. And then to be part of the Hall of Fame, like that's just like
wow,
that's it.
Beyond anything I could ever dreamed of. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, University of Miami baseball is that team, man.
Yep.
That's insane, bro. Holy
I feel like you kind of answered this during the interview, but I'm gonna, it's a question on rapid fire, so fuck it. Favorite pitch to throw?
My best pitch, was my two-seam, my sinker.
Yeah.
I had to get ground balls. That was my job. So my two-seamer.
I think you're gonna like this one. Is pressure a gift or a curse?
I think for some people, it's definitely a gift because if you can channel that and make it like productive and use it as fuel, that's the key. The guys who don't handle the pressure are the ones that they live in a fear of failure, and that thought process will definitely can affect your physical ability when your mind's fearing that you're going to fail.
That's facts.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that literally was my rapid fire. I don't think I had any other questions. Right
So my last question.
Oh,
yeah.
This will be my last question. I think I just forgot it. What was your last question? Did you just ask?
Is pressure a gift or a curse?
Okay. So for you.
Oh, I do got one more rapid fire question.
It's not a rapid fire. This is just a question for you, just out of curiosity. Is there anybody as a pitcher that you would like to go out if you had the chance to go and pitch against today?
Yeah. I want to face the best. Yeah, I'd love to face like Ohtani, just to see what I can do. I guess the right-hander, I'd like to face Aaron Judge.
And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about when you were playing. I'm talking about you today to go out there and be like, you know what?
That's not fair.
No, that's a good question. But that's what I want.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Like active players or anybody?
You gotta give them his prime ability.
No.
Active players today.
Fine, active players today, and then
so for example, let me give you an example. As nobody in here is a professional sports player, right? When we all go out and they'll look at Dak Prescott and say he's some shit, right? But he's not gonna go out there and face Dak Prescott. So
I would.
Is there anybody that's batting that you look at and be like, man, if I was out there,
I'll face Shohei Ohtani myself too.
I would, yeah.
Yeah. I think active player, I'd love to face like Ohtani, and retired players, I'd love to face Barry Bonds.
Oh, yes.
Hey, shout out to me. I went to school with his son, Eli.
Oh yeah.
Eli Bond.
Yeah.
I did a whole project with him. You know what I'm saying?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I honestly think that if I had a chance against Barry Bonds, I would strike him out.
All right.
Hey, if you don't believe you're gonna do that, then you already.
I think that I would. I think that he would not know if I was going to throw a ball or a strike. and then that curveball would be coming in, and he'd be like, "Oops."
Shout out to Eli. I don't know if you remember me. We did a whole project, buddy. So if you're watching this, you know who he was. You know me. Yeah. We gonna say like
now. I asked all our guests that was pro athletes a question. Do you think Jay Tessmer, and if he was pitching, you could strike me out?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The question is just automatic. I don't even pitch like a strike me out.
Yeah, right, Seven. Where you right?
See, you got to remember, I've been playing catch with my son for a few years, so my arm's still in pretty good shape.
You can still whip it in there.
Yep.
Well, Jay, that was all from me. I appreciate you as our guest. This was very entertaining. I want to do this again and run it back.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Anytime.
Yeah, man.
Also, too, you're more than welcome back during football season, man. You want to, bring up your Pittsburgh Steelers.
We actually do have like an audience of like some. We have like a Steelers community within our audience. Actually,
because of Steelers.
Yeah. And Flash.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean? It's a lot. We don't, but yeah, shout out to everybody that be watching.
I got a lot of friends who are Eagles fans, so we
Go
can
Birds!
Yeah.
Bring them on.
This year's Broncos year, Bo Nix is going to take him home.
I like it. Hey, they almost did it last year.
Bo Nix got injured.
Almost isn't good.
Yep.
Yeah, almost doesn't count. So my dad always tells me.
That's right. Anybody Patriots, that's my mentality. Anybody.
Cowboys Nation, come on over.
Super Bowl that was funny when the Cowboys beat the Eagles and Cena was fired up.
And I was at
Was that Thanksgiving?
He was at my father's.
I was at his father's
That
house.
was so funny.
His father,
Him and his father dipped out of their own house.
His father is a Cowboys fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. I was at his house watching us get obliterated in like the first.
Yo, I thought it was rap.
They wanted to leave early.
I had a date, Jay.
They
like
were.
I had a date.
I
literally did.
From the door to the car. It was a whole change of a thing. The game switched from the moment we walked out the door to the moment I got to the car. I called him immediately and was talking shit. So I'm a shit talker. If you know what I'm saying. I'm a shit talker, especially when it comes to my favorite team. But as the guy said, bro, this was a dope interview.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, guys, man. It was a great time. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Round of applause, man, for our guest, Jay Tessmer.
Shots up.
Hall of Famer, world champion. We appreciate it, man.
I want to shout out my coworker Amber because without her,
shout out Ams.
This will not be possible.
I don't know you, but shout you out.
Shout out Amber. You know what I mean? And shout out to you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys. Appreciate it, man. See you.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jay Tessmer. That is our interview, and we will be having it clipped up special. We only got about a couple minutes just to mess around with a few topics anyway. Y'all know what I want to get into first? You know what I want to get into, Tevo? The viral nature of Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh my God!
No.
Hey, we have this thing, right?
God,
He's been bringing this. He's been trying to.
Bro, I'm not trying to do anything.
All
I'm
day,
making the
all
point.
interview.
I'm making the point.
He's about to go into this Eagles point, right? So we ISO. Let that nigga do his thing. Everybody. We're just
all right.
Relax,
Listen, no. Listen. Jalen Hurts threw an interception in practice, and it got about 16 million impressions. Right? The Seattle Seahawks won the Super Bowl. That shit got like 12 million impressions overall. I'm just wanting to just say this, and I'm doing this because it's going to be our most viewed clip. The Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts are the most talked about thing in the NFL. We are the new America's team, and people need to get over themselves. A quarterback never threw a pick. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills showed Josh Allen throwing an interception the same exact week, and it didn't get as much of anything like Jalen Hurts does. Whatever Jalen Hurts does,
I think that
You're giving Jalen Hurts too much ego.
Hey, all right, hold on.
I'm not giving. He don't have an ego.
Let me jump in, right? Because there's a thing called the algorithm, right? And he's a Jalen Hurts whore.
No, I'm not.
So his whole algorithm is
sluts.
Jalen Hurts. Because we all know that the Cowboys is still America's team. They still are the most talked about.
What are we doing?
All right, wait. All right, unbiased, right? I'm not talking about
Cowboys.
his
Okay,
favorites,
let's
right?
talk about the Eagles.
I'm talking about as far as who's being talked about. That's still a fact. It's still the Cowboys are still the most talked about. Y'all might be very close behind, but in your world, because his algorithm-
Eagles are talked about more than the Cowgirls.
Fuck no.
Cowgirls haven't been a team.
First of all,
it used to be Super Bowl every year. The
Chad,
last three,
talk to us.
none of that talk.
Talk to us, Chad. They don't talk about the Eagles. They talk about Jalen Hurts. First of all, they talk about the Cowboys and Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones. So we are the most talked about. Sorry, Giants. We don't even consider y'all.
Nobody's
or Broncos. So what the
What are you talking about? Hold on a second.
Fuck out. While me and Jazz hash this out real quick.
We don't.
I mean, he's right on that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't know what. Yeah.
So I believe that yes, Jalen Hurts is not the Eagles. It's Jalen Hurts that we talking about. But it's the Cowboys that the world is talking about because it's always that.
It's the Eagles, brother.
It's not.
What
I
are
mean,
you doing,
it's Jalen Hurts, but nobody's talking about the Cowboys.
Shaq, talk to us. You know what I'm saying? When we put this up, or even now, what y'all think? I think because my algorithm is not football. His algorithm is Jalen Hurts. So
my algorithm is football. I do a sports podcast. My algorithm is 100% sports.
So when I see shit
I can't help the fact that this shit did 16 million views, you know? I didn't do that. I don't got 16 million phones and devices to do that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably watched it a million times.
I didn't care. I didn't watch it. I only watched it 2-3 times.
He's one of the point of the millions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, look, as an Eagles fan, I'm still getting used to like this much publicity. You know,
welcome to the good, man. Cowboys, man.
Yeah, but we win while we do it. It's just different. It's just different.
The DMV, when you a Cowboys fan, all eyes is on you. Everybody hating on you. You know what I'm saying? So I got to put that out there.
Back in the day, possibly.
Consider him. I don't know if it's specifically in the DMV. I think it's everywhere, bro.
That's probably true.
I think it's everywhere.
Because I went to an Atlanta game one time, and all eyes was on me.
Nigga, you had your Cowboys.
We was getting whooped. We used to get whooped by Atlanta, actually. So I mean, I got to be realistic, you know.
But shout out to the Eagles. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the season, man.
Shout out to the Cowboys. I was on the plane with Jerry Jones.
Let's go Broncos. Really? You know, Bo Nix is the real deal, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
I wish I could have got a picture.
That's funny.
And Kevin's a Giants fan, so.
What else we got, Teva?
We have 4 Super Bowls, bro.
Cam Scatadoo.
Vikings officially named Kyler Murray.
Speaking of the Cowboys, we play tonight 8 p.m. Make sure y'all tune
Vikings officially named Kyler Murray their starting quarterback for the season.
I'm putting 100 on something.
Hey, yo, I want to double down on this. Kyler Murray is going to show up and show out for the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I agree.
I'll
take. He's got something to prove, and the kid is an athlete.
I like that.
He can play football.
Because last year was not the
against JJ McCarthy, like. Kyler Murray has always been a service, like he's been an above average.
Bro, he played at MVP levels.
100. But his problem is he can't stay on the field, right?
Facts.
So
neither can JJ.
But I will say this: I think the Vikings have a better offensive line than what
the Vikings
did. So,
the Vikings, like for at least the last 12, 13 years, have been a quarterback away.
No, they definitely.
Even when they had Brett Favre, if he just runs, they beat the Saints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, they just always been a quarterback away. And I'm not saying Kyler Murray is the quarterback that's going to they had the quarterback, and Sam Darnold won with the Seattle Seahawks.
They definitely did.
So, I'm not saying Kyler Murray's going to, like, have that type of effect, but I'm saying that he's going to be good. I think he's going to be good. They're going to win some games. It's a tough division, but they're going to win some games.
I think Kyler Murray can have that effect. I think he can.
I can see them being a playoff team with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, you can't count him out. He's a naturally gifted athlete. He can sling the football. He can run the football.
Like you
and he
said,
reads
quarterback
defenses.
away. I don't think they needed much. And
he's got something to prove. He's got something to prove.
To say he's not much.
He's got something to prove.
I think they could have.
I think, I seen him come back and win too many miraculous games. I'm sorry. I seen too much from Kyler Murray to just ever play with his name like that.
Yeah, I don't
you feel me, Grayson?
I like Kyler Murray better than
you feel
I like Kyler Murray better than Geno Smith, and that's one of those.
What's up, man? You got sports take, man? What you want to say? What you want to say on the camera? Come on, man. Pull up.
Special guest.
We got another guest.
We have a special guest.
Hold on. What's your name, brother?
Come in the camera.
Come on in the camera. Is that Hunter? All right,
Shout out Hunter. Hey, can we get a round of applause for Hunter real quick?
Let's go. Round of applause for Hunter.
All right. I mean, nice drip up, chains, chains hanging, you feel me?
Whatever you feel right now.
What's your sports take, man?
I think we should be worried about Tua since
yes.
his performance against in week 1 in the preseason.
It's not good.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't good.
No.
It's not going good for him.
We
So you're a Falcons fan?
No, I'm a Texans fan.
Okay.
Texans. Okay.
Close enough.
How do you feel about CJ Stroud this year? You think CJ Stroud is good enough or no?
I don't.
That looks like a face of worry.
That's worry. He knows already. Yo, CJ, you better step your game up.
Don't do that to our young boys, man.
Step up. If he keeps playing how he is, I don't think they're ever gonna go to like the AFC Championship or the
Because they have a good team.
Yes, they
great
do.
deep, scary defense. Not even it's scary. It's a scary defense.
You one city away from the right team. You almost made it.
You're in the right.
Don't let him talk about the Cowboys.
You're in the right. You're in the right league. You just gotta switch to the Bo Nix side.
You got any other sports things you want to say to the people? We're gonna end the show with you. We're gonna cap it off with you, bro.
Okay.
I like it.
Let's see.
Get that Vikings joint on, so if you can something.
Do you play any sports?
Yes, I play basketball.
Basketball.
All right, who's your team?
The Rockets. I'm
Houston. You from
Houston's
okay?
the
H-Town.
yeah.
Okay, I feel it. Shout out Houston.
Yeah.
I miss you. Houston, I miss you. You rock with Bucky's?
You guys gave my Knicks hell of a ride all the time, but.
So how do you feel about KD and the Rockets?
KD, the Rockets. I feel like Fred coming back to the season, having a real point guard. I feel like they'll have a better season than last year and not getting beaten out by the Lakers in the playoffs. So I think it's going to be a better year for the Rockets.
Okay.
And I feel like the Philly team can definitely make it to the finals.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now they got to get past the Knicks.
First.
And the Eagles going to go to the Super Bowl.
Nobody's thinking about the Knicks anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking about the Knicks.
We can put the Knicks 50
bro.
years behind us now, bro.
Hunter, right?
Jay
Y'all shout out to our new co-host Hunter.
Shout out to Hunter.
You know,
Shout out Hunter.
He talking that talk.
Yeah,
He
no,
almost
real
a
good
Cowboy-
take.
he
Real
almost a
good take.
Cowboys fan.
I'm not gonna lie, he got a good
No,
future.
real good takes.
Yeah,
He know his team.
He
He know what
almost
you're
a
talking
Cowboys
about.
fan, so he close enough. Houston, Austin.
Our new co-host here, man, Hunter. Hey, man, episode 171, correct, Tevo?
171
Correct.
in Palm Beach.
Correct?
Take a drink for it.
Yeah, correct, yeah. Football!
Hey, we out, man.
Wait,
We out.
wait.
Peace.
I gotta hear it. Where's the fumble? Come on. We have to end it on fumble. Jazz,
That's
correct.
crazy.
Correct. What is there's a place.
I just made a word.
Hey, man. We'll see y'all next week. Love.
Peace.
Fucking we close another one.
Out now.
Right there.